Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you how I mended this sweater that I recently thrifted. It had a little bit of moth damage and I wanted to mend it and just see how fresh I could get it to look. So this is what the holes looked like starting out. And here is the level I was able to get them to with some mending. So I'm going to go ahead and show you how I do it. So all you need is some scissors, a needle, and matching thread to your garment. And I'm going to start out with this little hole right here. Usually with knitwear, there are a bunch of little loops in the fabric because the way it's made. So you'll want to work on joining those loops together to mend it. So here I'm starting by using my thread. I have one strand of thread that I've knotted on the end, and I am pulling together some of the loops from two opposite sides of the hole. I'm just using my thread really gently and not pulling too hard on it. I want to keep things pretty loose right now, but pull the fabric together. So it's the idea of filling it in rather than just really tightly sewing it up. So this had a little bit of fluff right here that I was trying to pull down to make the hole less noticeable, so I'm doing that here. But the basic principle is just to use your needle and thread to pull the loops from one side to the other. So I'm going vertically first, and then I'll go horizontally across the same area, just pulling the fabric together with my thread. Now when you put your needle through the fabric, try to only go about halfway through the fabric so that it's not pulling all the way to the front. I'm working on the back side of the sweater right here. We'll worry about the front in a minute. But I'm just going to keep on going across the sweater back and forth. Here I'm going horizontally now, moving across the sweater, just picking up a tiny bit of the fabric and gently pulling my thread across to close in that gap. You can see that it's already starting to look a lot better and a lot more filled in, but from here on this side it's just going to get really repetitive, and I'm going to keep on sewing across until each little edge of the fabric has been sewn over. And once I've finished that, I'm going to gently pull on either end of my thread, really gently, just closing that hole up a little bit more. And I'm turning it over now to look at the front, and you can see it's looking a lot better, but it's still not quite there. So I'm pulling my thread over to the front now and just repeating the exact same process on the front side. Here I'm really careful to try and not let the thread show, and just going back and forth, trying to close it in even further and make it as invisible as possible. At this point I was pretty happy with it. You can still kind of see that it's mended, but once you look at the sweater as a whole, it really blends in with the overall color. So I am just going to move my thread to the back and knot it off, and this little hole is all mended up. To knot your thread off on the back of the garment, just to take a little bit of the fabric with your needle and then wrap the needle twice with the thread and pull through. This will create a really nice strong knot that will make it so that you don't have to worry about your mending unraveling or anything like that. But with that, you are done, and it is all mended. I think it looks so much better and much more neat. So if you have a really nice sweater that has a little hole in it or something, I hope you'll be able to use this tip to make it last a little bit longer and to enjoy one of your favorite garments for longer. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know in the comments down below and I'll do my best to get back to those. And if you're not subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do that now by pushing the red button down below. But yeah, guys, that's it for me today, and I'll talk to you next time. Bye.
Lost in the sight of you.